Welcome aboard. My name is Jaylin Ortiz, and today I will be taking you on a short journey through what we have learned in our Global Challenge class. But before we continue, we need our passport. And no, not the physical one. This time, it's the one we carry in our minds. And I'm sure you're wondering, which passport am I talking about? What I'm talking about is having a global mindset, being open to diverse cultures, ideas, and perspective wherever you go. If you don't have this passport yet, just come with me and I will show you what I have learned in class so you can also get it. Having a global mindset is the ability to understand the similarities and differences between cultures and their reasons. It's being comfortable with being uncomfortable in uncomfortable environments. It's all about getting to know other cultures and also show yours. Maybe you're thinking that you just need a global mindset to be on this journey, but no. Let me tell you, you also needed to reach the final goal, which is becoming a true global citizen. And in case you're wondering, being a global citizen means being open, curious, and committed to make a difference wherever you are. Now, to become a global citizen, there are 4 pillars that you need to know. They are the foundation of everything. So, you must open your eyes, open your mind, open your heart, and open your hands. Open your eyes. Opening your eyes is about becoming aware of the world around you, the beauty, the complexity, and the challenges. It means choosing to see beyond your immediate surrounding and pay attention to the global issues like poverty, climate change, inequality, and migration. When you open your eyes, you begin to understand that everything is connected and that your actions have an impact, even across borders. At the moment that I started opening my eyes, I was able to see the beauty in simple things like the nature, the flowers, the sunrise, the sunset. I also start appreciating more the beauty of my country, Dominican Republic. By opening my eyes, I began to see the problems that had always surrounded me, issues I hadn't truly paid attention to before, like global hunger, homelessness, and inequality. These challenges are not just statistics, they affect real people every day. As a Dominican living an exchange experience in the US, I had to learn to open my eyes to be aware of everything around me and not miss any detail of things. Like the beauty of Troy University campus, its people, and the surroundings, which made me feel welcome from the very first day. I also had the opportunity to admire the majesty of places like New York, with the big buildings and mixed culture. California, with the diverse landscape and unforgettable sunsets. Nashville, full of cowboy hats, boots, country music, and South culture. New Orleans, where every corner seems to tell you a story, a place full of history, amazing architecture, and festive soul. Thanks to what I have learned in this class, I have decided to keep my eyes open, not just to see these realities, but to actively look for ways to be part of the solution. And once my eyes were open, I was so ready to open my mind, which is the second pillar I want to talk about. Opening your mind means being willing to question your assumptions, challenge your comfort zone, and truly listening to perspectives that are different from your own.
Do hoodie. Yeah, hoodie. Vêtements.
Casaco.
Allié.
Abrigo.
Hoodie.
It's about learning, not just from books or professors, but from people, cultures, and real-world experiences. When you open your mind, You begin to do things that you have never done before, but that help you grow as a person. To have an open mind, you need to be willing to learn and allow people to teach you new ways to do things.
Arlinda's mushrooms, so good. What is tired in Sweden? What is tired in Sweden? What? Nostras? You said nostra. You are good.
Muévelo. It also allows you to collect memories and experiences from new cultures, like me here in Troy, that after I opened my mind, I was able to get immersed in the culture and learn something new every single day.
Never heard someone was talking.
Opening your mind is also to recognize that you don't know everything. It's showing to everybody that you are like an open book, ready to be read, but also to be rewritten. And now that you already opened your eyes and also opened your mind, it's time to open your heart. Opening your heart is all about letting yourself feel, not just for the people close to you, but for anyone who is going through something hard, even if their life looks nothing like yours. It means choosing to care even when it will be easier to look the other way. When you open your heart, you start to connect with others in a deeper, more human way, and that connection is what drives real change. Thanks to this class, I understood that I can open my heart by caring without needing a reason, showing kindness without expecting something back, or just doing simple things like listening to people, smiling, giving present, or just telling people how important they are for me. When you open your heart, you stop seeing people as them and start seeing us. That shift from separation to connection is where empathy begins, and it's one of the most powerful steps toward being a true global citizen. After opening your eyes, your mind, and your heart, it's time to open your hands. Opening your hands means taking actions. It's about moving from awareness and empathy to real contributions, like volunteering, creating, collaborating, and being part of the solution. I understood that global citizens don't just think and feel, they do. Whether it's through service, innovation, or daily choices, opening your hands is how we turn global understanding into meaningful impact. It's also realizing that good intentions are not enough if they stay in your head or heart. So, when our hands are open, we start asking questions like, what can I do? Who can I support? How can I contribute? I truly believe that little by little, open hands can build a better world. And when many hands come together, that's where real change happens. This journey has been much more than a class. It has been a transformation. Every experience, every conversation, every culture I encounter pushed me to reflect, unlearn, and grow. And in that growth, I found a deeper understanding of myself and the kind of impact I want to have in the world. I used to think that being informed was enough, but now I understand that the true learning starts when you open your eyes to what is really happening in the world, when you open your mind to other ways of thinking, when you open your heart to people you have never met, and also when you open your hands to take actions. Because being honest, compassion without actions is just a feeling. Thanks to what I have learned, I have become more intentional about how I show up, not just as a student, but as a global citizen. I realize that it's not about how far you travel, but how deeply you are willing to connect, to care, and to contribute. Through this experience, I didn't just learn about the world, I learned about who I want to be in it. And I know that this journey doesn't end here. It continues every time I choose empathy over judgment, action over silence, and curiosity over certainty. One of the most meaningful parts of this journey has been the people I have met along the way. I have had the opportunity to connect with friends from all over the world, each with their own stories, cultures, and perspective. These remind me that no matter how different our backgrounds are, we all have something to learn from each other. We are different, and that is our superpower. A superpower that enrich our understanding of the world and also make us feel more connected. Studying here at Troy has been one of the highlights of this journey. The educational system here is very different from what I was used to in the Dominican Republic. Here is more interactive, more focused on critical thinking, and it really encouraged me to express my own perspective. Being here has allowed me to expand my horizons, explore new topics, and learn in ways I had never experienced before. I feel so thankful for every moment, and I know for sure that this experience will stay with me forever, not just as a memory, but as a guide for how I want to live, learn, and lead going forward. Thank you so much, Troy.